You've ever stopped to think why some women seem naturally elegant, even wearing basic pieces? You know that moment when you look in the mirror and feel like the look is kind of bland? I've been through this so many times. You take a basic white blouse, black pants, and still it seems like something's missing to give that special touch, right? Today, I'm going to share with you 7 accessories that are true wildcards of the old money style. That elegant, discreet, and timeless style that never goes out of fashion. And look, there's an item here at number 6 that is literally magical. It's capable of transforming any basic look into $1 million production. So stay with me until the end because I promise that after this video, you'll know exactly how to elevate any look with elegance and sophistication, without needing to spend a fortune. Accessory 1. Classic and timeless genuine pearl necklace. The first item on our list is the classic and timeless genuine pearl necklace. Guys, how many times have you gotten dressed for an event and stood there in front of the mirror thinking, something's missing? I've lived this thousands of times. You know what happens when you don't have a pearl necklace in your jewelry box? You end up resorting to those flashy necklaces with colorful stones that, honestly, age the look instead of sophisticating it. The problem is that many of us think pearls are grandma stuff, right? But look, pearls are the most democratic accessory that exists. They work both with a basic t-shirt and with a party dress. You don't need to buy expensive natural pearls right away. Start with cultured pearls or even good quality imitations. The important thing is that they have that subtle shine and classic size. Practical tip: choose a medium strand that reaches about the height of the neckline, and always clean with a soft cloth after using. If you're enjoying these tips, don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I always bring content like this, with practical tips for you to rock elegance without complication. Accessory 2. Gold or silver. Watch with discreet design. Now let's talk about the gold or silver watch with discreet design. Look, I need to confess something. For a long time, I used those huge sports watches, you know? I thought the bigger, the more imposing I looked. What a mistake. The problem with very flashy watches is that they compete with the rest of the look. You can be impeccable, but if the watch is too flashy, it will steal all the attention and break the harmony of the look. The solutions are simpler than you imagine. Invest in a watch with a thin metal bracelet, clean dial, and without many details. It can be gold if you have a warmer skin tone, or silver if you have a cooler tone. It doesn't need to be from a famous brand. The important thing is the proportion and discretion. Look for national brands that make classic watches. Application tip: the watch should complement, not compete. If you're wearing other gold accessories, go with a gold watch. And speaking of harmony, the next accessory is one that many people underestimate, but that can literally save any look. If you're enjoying these style tips, leave your like on the video. Your interaction helps this content reach more incredible women like you. Accessory 3. Pure silk scarf with traditional patterns. The third item is the pure silk scarf with traditional patterns. Guys, silk scarf is like that friend who solves all your problems. Your hair is a bit rebellious? Scarf. The look is bland? Scarf. Want to give a sophisticated touch? Scarf again. But I see many women making a mistake. They think scarves are just for tying around the neck like the French. Not true. You can use it in your hair, on your bag, on your wrist, as a belt. The possibilities are endless. The problem is when you choose very modern prints or neon colors. This completely breaks the timeless elegance we're looking for. So bet on classic patterns, stripes, polka dots, delicate floral prints, or even solids in neutral colors. Colors like navy blue, burgundy, caramel, off-white are always right on target. And look, it doesn't need to be expensive, pure silk. There are fabrics that imitate silk and have a beautiful drape. Practical tip: start by learning 2 basic knots, around the neck as a small triangle and in the hair as a headband. Tell me in the comments, do you already use silk scarves? What's your favorite way to use them? Accessory 4. Structured premium leather bag without logos. We've reached the fourth item, structured premium leather bag without logos. Look, I know it might seem a bit radical, this without logos thing, but let me explain why. When you use a bag full of logos, you're not showing your style. You're doing free advertising for the brand. The old money style is precisely about this discreet elegance. You know, it's about quality, not about ostentation. The big problem with very soft bags is that they make the look sloppy. No matter how put together you are, if the bag has no structure, it gives the impression of disorganization. So look for structured models that stand up on their own. It can be a tote bag, a purse-type bag, or even a small backpack. The important thing is that it has a defined shape and quality leather. The most versatile colors: black, brown, caramel, or nude. With a bag in one of these colors, you solve 90% of your looks. And it doesn't need to be designer. Look for national brands that work with genuine leather. If you're finding these tips useful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Accessory 5. Italian leather shoes with impeccable finish. The fifth item on our list is Italian leather shoes with impeccable finish. Guys, I need to tell a truth that hurts. You can be wearing the most expensive outfit in the world, but if the shoe isn't up to par, the whole look falls apart. You know those synthetic shoes that make that plastic noise when you walk? Or those that after 2 uses are already peeling? Well, they are the great villains of elegance. The problem is that many of us prioritize quantity instead of quality. We prefer to have 10 pairs of mediocre shoes than 3 excellent pairs. When I say Italian leather, it doesn't mean you need to buy expensive imported shoes. What I mean is, look for genuine leather shoes with careful finishing. The smart options: invest in 3 basic models: a classic closed shoe, a medium heel pump, and an elegant flat. Surefire colors: black and nude are indispensable. Brown or caramel are also great options. Practical tip: always try on the shoe at the end of the day when the foot is a little more swollen. Tell me in the comments, what's the shoe you use most in your daily life? Accessory 6. Vintage brooch or family heirloom. Jewelry. We've reached the moment of the 6th item, the one I said was magical. Vintage brooch or family heirloom jewelry. Guys, I discovered the power of brooches kind of by accident. I had a beautiful blazer, but I thought it was kind of bland. Then I remembered a brooch that belonged to my grandmother, put it on the lapel, and wow, it was like the whole look came to life. The problem is that many people think brooches are outdated. But look, this couldn't be further from the truth. A well-chosen brooch is like a signature piece of jewelry. The brooch is so versatile. You can use it on the blazer lapel, on the neckline of a dress, holding a scarf, or even in your hair. Now, if you don't have any family jewelry, no problem. Look for vintage pieces in thrift stores or antique fairs. Choice tips: prefer pieces with discreet stones, pearls, or classic designs. Avoid brooches that are too big or too colorful. How to use: start with one at a time. The brooch should be the highlight, not compete with other flashy accessories. Accessory 7. Sunglasses with elegant and classic frame. And we've reached the 7th and last item: sunglasses with elegant and classic frame. Look, sunglasses isn't just protection, it's a style statement. But I see so many elegant women wearing glasses that completely break the harmony of the look. The big mistake I see is choosing very trendy glasses, you know? Those super geometric shapes, neon colors, or huge frames. It might even be fashionable now, but in 2 years, it will look dated. The old money style asks for classic glasses: aviator, cat eye, vintage round, or discreet square. These are shapes that never go out of style. Surefire colors: black, tortoiseshell, discreet gold, or even transparent. And look, it doesn't need to be from a famous brand. The important thing is that it has adequate UV protection and that the frame is well constructed. Practical tip: have at least 2 models, one more neutral for every day and one more sophisticated for special occasions. So, recapping our 7 transformative accessories. the timeless pearl necklace, the discreet and elegant watch, the versatile silk scarf, the structured bag without logos, the impeccable leather shoes, the vintage brooch, full of personality, and the classic sunglasses. Guys, look at what an incredible transformation you can make. Take a basic white blouse, simple black pants, add these accessories, and voila! You have a red carpet-worthy look with that discreet elegance of the old money style. The coolest thing is that you don't need to use all of them at once, right? Choose 2 or 3 per look and keep experimenting with different combinations. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. I always bring tips like this, practical and accessible, for you to elevate your style without complication. Now tell me here in the comments, which of these accessories do you already have in your wardrobe? And which one are you most excited to invest in? And I'll already mention that in the next video, I'm going to show how to put together complete looks using these accessories. Don't miss it, okay? Until next time, and remember, elegance is an attitude, and with the right accessories, you can express that every day. If you loved these tips, then what's coming next, you're simply going to fall in love with. Right here, I've left a video that's practically a manual for you to continue becoming that elegant, powerful woman who exudes confidence, presence, and that air of sophistication that everyone notices. And it doesn't stop there. There's also a complete playlist packed with videos that will further elevate your style, your image, and your self-esteem in a practical, accessible way without needing designer brands. Click now, because every video you watch is one more step towards becoming that woman who enchants wherever she goes. Let's continue this wonderful journey together. I'll see you now in the next video.